Fear of foreign terrorists living among us may be underscored with the arrest today of Rahami, a naturalized U.S. citizen from Afghanistan, and the terror investigation into the Somali man who went on that stabbing rampage in Minnesota. While President Obama recently announced plans to allow more than 100,000 refugees into the U.S. in 2017 and plans to push more countries to take in Syrian refugees this week at the United Nations. A new Homeland Security Inspector General's report tonight states that hundreds of individuals who were ordered deported were actually granted U.S. citizenship. Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen reports.
A new report by the Inspector General at the Department of Homeland Security finds the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or CIS, improperly granted citizenship to 1,029 foreigners from countries of concern or with high rates of immigration fraud, individuals who had already had a final deportation order issued against them under another identity. In 858 of these cases, fingerprints for the individual, either at DHS or the FBI, were not available because the agencies haven't fully digitized their inventories of older fingerprints taken on paper.
This is a case where we had the data, but the desire to grant citizenship trumped the core competency to make the data available in a timely way.
But it gets worse. The DHS Inspector General finds one of these newly naturalized citizens using a false identity has become a law enforcement official here. 3 of them have obtained some form of security clearance. 2 enjoy access to secure areas at commercial airports, and 1 has access to secure areas at maritime facilities. In a statement, DHS spokesperson Nima Hakim said before the report was issued, ICE, the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, had already digitized the majority of the 315,000 records which it had previously identified as having potentially missing paper fingerprint records. Due to a lack of funding, that effort did not complete the digitization process. The remaining number will now be reviewed and digitized. Addressing the weekend bombings in New York and New Jersey, in which the lead suspect is an Afghan native who attained naturalized citizenship here in the U.S., Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton warned against painting with too broad a brush.
There are millions and millions of naturalized citizens in America from all over the world.
Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump, who has called for much tougher immigration measures, renewed that call after the weekend explosions.
So let me state very, very clearly, immigration security is national security.
At least 2 of the 1,000 illegal immigrants wrongly granted citizenship are now being prosecuted by U.S. attorneys, and 2 others with fingerprint records linked to terrorism have been referred to the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force. Brett.
James, thank you.